Hey guys, it's Dragonfly here. So this is part 2 to when a girl meets her saviors. I will put a link in the description below to part 1, because that has, like, you really need that video, if you want to, watch this video, and understand it. But, yeah. So, where we left off was, so, I was at the meet and greet, and, I was waiting in line to get a photo with Set It Off and Tonight Live. And I had gotten the duality symbol shaved into my hair. So as I was walking, and I remember the exact song that they were playing. It was, either I Just Can't Wait to Be King or, The Circle of Life. I believe it was I Just Can't Wait to Be King. So I was walking over, and they noticed, and so Cody and Dan started going, "Oh!" and I forgot for like a second that I had the duality symbol shaved in my hair. And then I remembered, and I was like, "Holy crap, they noticed!" And I was super excited. And I was blushing, and I walked, and I will insert a photo, like, right here, I think. Hopefully it's showing up. I don't know how to edit. But that's the photo of me meeting, Jenna McDougal, Cody Carson. I didn't actually meet Jenna or anyone from Tonight Alive, but they were super sweet as well. And I didn't really know anything about Tonight Alive, but now I do, so I'm a huge fan of them now. So, after the photo shoot thing, so I was waiting in line to talk to, there was no line for Max, because he had just stopped talking with some girl. So I walked over to him and I said, "Hey, I want to thank you for everything you've done for me, and I was back in October I was thinking of cutting, and I really want to thank you guys for everything that you've helped me through." And he said, "I'm glad our music could help you." And it was very sweet, and short answer. I don't mind that it was short and sweet. And I wanted to show him the photo that I drew for him for his birthday, but he had to get going and talk to other people. So then I was standing right behind Cody Carson. I walked over to Cody, stood right behind him, and my heart was pounding out of my chest. It felt like I was going to faint. And he was talking with another girl, and he turned around and smiled, and he said, "Oh," and he pointed at the drawings that I drew for the rest of the band. I didn't draw him something because I did draw him something, but I didn't bring it because it looked really fucking weird and really disturbing. So I had good reason not to show him my crappy drawing of him. So he pointed at the drawings and said, "Did you draw those?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "That's so cool." And he greeted me as cool hair. And so for like the rest of the week, I told everyone to address me as cool hair. Um, and he said, "Hey, cool hair. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on, cool hair." And I was like, "Okay." I was so happy that he gave me a nickname, and like everyone was joking around saying, "Are you gonna change your name to that? Are you gonna be cool hair?" And I was like, maybe. I was very excited about it. And so I said, actually, I have it written down in my sketchbook. It was a long time ago, so. So, I wrote down a bit of the conversation. Afterwards, it was a while afterwards. "Hey, cool hair. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. Um, hi, I'm Dragonfly. Nice to meet you." So, and he responded with, "Yeah." And I said, "I just want to thank you guys for helping me through depression. So back in October, I went through depression, and you guys stopped me from cutting, and I didn't cut. I'm scar-free. I would show you, but, I can't, like, this. I was wearing a, like, skin-tight jacket, so, like, I could barely take off the jacket, and I couldn't, like, roll down the sleeves. So it was like, I would show you, but I'd never cut. And he said, "I'm proud of you for taking the positive way out, and choosing to see the light." And that's something I have, something I've taken to heart to this day. I don't fuck around with that idea that he gave me. And I don't fuck around with the advice that he gave me. And I said, "Thank you so much. I heard Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, and I fell in love with your music, and it helped me with my anger and being upset, and your band helped me in ways that you could never imagine. And I found a gif of you saying, 'Cutting is the most stupid thing you could ever do.'" And he was doing this hand motion in the gif. And he said, I believe, if I'm remembering the interview correctly, that's because a fan gave me a blood-covered razor. And I know that's to show that they stopped cutting, but it still was the most scary thing I've ever had to deal with. And I felt horrible. And I was... This was the happiest moment of my life, meeting him. And I'm going to put photos of me with me and Max and me and Cody up here. I didn't meet Zach or Dan, sadly. I spoke to Dan really quickly, but it was really quick. So, I didn't really get to talk with those guys. But, so then I went on to joking around with Cody. And I said, did you know that, online videos and photos of you from 2008/9 are referred to as fetus Cody? Don't judge me. I know this from looking at the comments on his videos, and he went, "What? Really? No. Am I like man Cody now?" And I was like, well, in your Talk Dirty video, you had the clean shave, and so I referred to you as baby-faced Cody then, which is true story. I refer to him when he's clean shaven as baby-faced Cody. And so I said, yeah, you're babyface Cody in the Talk Dirty video, Talk Dirty to Me video, because you were clean shaven. But when you have like a bit of scruff, you are man-faced Cody. I mean, you are man Cody. And he was like, yes. And it was really funny. And I offered to show him another drawing, but as he had to, it was very quick, and he couldn't spend all his time talking to me. Which I'm not blaming him for anything like that. That's completely understandable. Girls were waiting in line. Other girls were waiting in line to talk to him and explain their stories to him. And I feel bad for holding up the line so long. But he gave me like a lot of hugs, and they were the best hugs ever. He has the best hugs. Cody has the best hugs ever. All of Set It Off has the best hugs ever. So if you ever get the chance, give them a hug, because they're really good at hugging. And so they'll never understand how much it means to me that they spent the time to talk to me, very briefly, but still, it means so much to me, and they'll never understand how much it meant for them to help me through depression and help me not cut. And sadly, I couldn't stick around so I could see them after the show, but it was probably the most fun concert I've ever been to. And that's my first concert. And I went to Warped Tour, and I'm gonna do a video about that as well. And also I'm going to be explaining in complete detail what the entirety of this concert was like on the 23rd of March, because that is the 1-year anniversary of me going to this concert and meeting the Set It Off. So now on to present time. So right now, I am dealing with depression again, but I'm actually seeing help this time, which is something that I've wanted for a while. I've wanted to have a therapist for a long, long time. So, yeah. And right now, I'm dealing with suicidal thoughts, and it's not, it doesn't mean that I'm going to act on them. You guys don't have to worry. I am completely fine. I have not cut. I have not self-harmed in any way. This was from a tray that had just gotten pulled out of the oven because it had french fries on it. So I was burned. I did not self-harm. But so listening to Set It Off's music is helping me right now. And do I think I will ever stop having these hiccups of depression? No. Does that mean I'm gonna let it bring me down? No. And if anyone's dealing with the same sort of problems, you can always come to talk to me. I totally understand what you're going through. Maybe brother or sister. I totally understand. And I've met Set It Off twice. And they don't know about the suicidal thoughts right now that I'm having right now. They know that I have had suicidal thoughts, they just don't know when. But Set It Off is one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. And I'm never gonna trade that for the world. I love Set It Off. I'm probably never gonna stop talking about them. And of course I like other music genres. And I like other bands. And not all of my music is alternative. Some of it is more happy. And some of it kind of reminds me of Fireflies by Owl City, or something you would hear from 2013, Against the Current, or Alex Goot, or Parachute. A lot of, Set It Off is now a pop punk band. Does that mean I love them any less? No. I still adore their music. Set It Off will always have a huge place in my heart for all that they've helped me through. And I'm probably just gonna ramble on, but if anyone from Set It Off is watching, thank you for everything. Thank you for inspiring me to helping me aspire to have a band myself. Thank you for encouraging me to learn guitar. Thank you for giving me my confidence back and helping me through all that I've had to deal with. And you're never going to understand how much you helped me through everything, through the depression, all my fights I've ever had since I found you guys. You have no idea how much you've helped and are gonna help me. And that doesn't mean I know you personally on a personal one-on-one level, but thank you guys so much for everything. And that goes to you guys too, my subscribers and fans. I love all of you guys so much. And I'm not gonna say hey, could you post this at Set It Off? Could you post this at Zach DeWall or Dan Clermont or Max Danziger or Cody Carson? I'm not saying tweet this at them. I'm not saying post it to Instagram and in hopes that they'll see it. I just wanted to thank them for everything. I love you all. Thank you for watching my story. I will also give another video in more detail about how depression feels and how I deal with it. So, thank you all for watching. I love you all so, so much. Thank you all for everything. I love you. Bye.